A lot of you have been commenting that now that James is in Texas working, you're asking, where's Stacy? What's she doing? Well, this morning I'm at Jones Tire here in Moore. Dropped off some wheels and tires to be mounted for that little blue Thunder truck that is very close to being done, and I really hope to be bringing that to you guys for sale very soon. So that's this morning's project. Grabbed a coffee while I'm waiting on those. And I wanted to share an experience that I had yesterday with you guys. I typically like to leave the soapboxes to James, but yesterday I went to Baptist Hospital to have a biopsy done. And when I scheduled this last week, they were very adamant that they get paid. And I said, okay, well, send me the breakdown. You know, we'll figure this out and I'll make sure I get you guys taken care of on the day of my procedure. So first thing yesterday morning, the girl called me again. You know, you're all checked in, we're all ready for you, but we need to get paid. I said, okay, well, what exactly am I paying you guys for? Because as you all know, if you go to the doctor or the hospital anywhere here in the US, they nickel and dime you to absolute death. And so she sends me the breakdown and she tells me, oh, this is only for the facility. Okay, so what I'm paying you today doesn't cover the ultrasound lady. It doesn't cover the pathologist. It doesn't cover the radiologist. This is just for the use of the facility. Okay, all right. So I get to Baptist and check in, go up to radiology, and this is where everything absolutely goes south. So my portion, well, so for my use of the facility, let's just say it was $3,000. So I walk upstairs into the radiology waiting area, check in. There's probably a dozen people sitting there. So I'm looking at $36,000 for the use of a facility. That waiting area was the nastiest place I think I've ever been. The chairs were dirty, the carpet was nasty, it smelled terrible in there. So then the girl comes to get me for the ultrasound or for the biopsy. We go in this little room and I asked her if there was a restroom, and she said yes, and she pointed me to the restroom at the back of this room. I walk in there and I think there was probably 8 good-sized totes stacked up and 2 bags of trash under and around the sink. I could get to the toilet, but I go to wash my hands. I can't get to the paper towels because these 8 totes and these 2 trash bags are piled up there. I look in the tote, because one tote was open, and it had like those canisters that hang above the hospital beds. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're used for, but those things and the tubes were thrown in the tote, not wrapped in plastic, so obviously they were used. Now, you guys want to preach masks and gloves and then pile your trash up in the corner of a bathroom. I can't even get to the paper towels to wash my hands. In hindsight, one, I wish I would have taken a picture or a video of the nastiness there. 2, as I'm telling all this to James this morning, he's like, and you still let them put a needle in your face. I did, but I should have grabbed my purse and my money back and walked out of that place and said, you know what? This is way too nasty for me. When James wanted to have his surgery done a year ago, the gastric sleeve that he had done a year ago in Mexico, I was mortified. I thought, oh my gosh, that he is going to come back with some disease. Who knows how this is going to go, but I was not a fan of his idea. I have to say, I would have rather gone to Mexico to have my biopsy done yesterday than drop a dime at Baptist Hospital, because that is just the nastiest place I've ever been. And if you're going to charge $3,000 for the use of the facility, let's get some disinfectant and a vacuum cleaner and a carpet shampooer for one, and let's clean up that lobby area. And second of all, who's hauling off your waste? Do they even know it's piled up in a bathroom in the back of an exam room? It's ridiculous. So anyway, that's my soapbox. I'll keep it short, but so not a fan of the healthcare system in the United States. And after we did James's deal in Mexico last year, that was the cleanest hospital I've ever stepped foot in. So, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to change things, because, everybody hollers that they're on the struggle bus. But anyway, if you have to go to Baptist for a procedure, you might think twice.